Hey everyone, welcome back to Keeping It Neat with Derek and Nick. I'm Derek, certified bourbon steward.
I'm Nick, certified bartender.
And we are at our little segment, Nip of Knowledge right now. So.
I'm super excited, dude. I came prepared. I heard we're talking about bananas today!
Wrong show, bro.
Oh.
But nice try anyway. Maybe there's a banana in one of these glasses, but maybe you'll smell banana.
I like bananas.
You have bananas anyway, so. But anyway, so what we have here is a whole bunch of different whiskey nosing tasting glasses in front of us here.
Totally wrong segment. I
don't know why you came with the bananas, but that's all right. I liked your enthusiasm with it. So basically, it comes up a lot of times is what's the best glass to use when you're drinking whiskey or wanting to nose it? Well, there's really two different thoughts on that. If you're drinking whiskey, it really doesn't matter what you're drinking out of, honestly.
Okay.
So what we have here is a whole bunch of different glasses, and we're just going to work our way through them. First one we're going to go with is right here, the classic Glencairn. When do you think the Glencairn here was invented? Just throw out a number. Doesn't have to be a deep thought here, buddy.
Okay, 1782.
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
2001.
bananas!
It was Glencairn came out with it in 2001 specifically for sniffing and nosing of whiskeys.
That recent?
Yeah, I thought it was older than that too, but no, it's 2001. And also what we're going to do is we're going to test it out and see which ones we get the better nosing out of.
Okay.
For this, so they can give you that right now. We're just doing nosings. The second glass I have here is we're going to go down is the Neat glass. The Neat glass is this bad boy that looks like a tiny fishbowl. You can just put it down here. We don't have to throw them back. But this little guy right here, the Neat glass, it's different.
Okay.
And it's not going to be my winner. The Neat glass, the Neat stands for Naturally Engineered Aroma Technology.
Yeah, there's too much air getting in here right now.
I think it's too wide myself. I'm really not getting a good nose out of it as much as I did with the Glencairn.
Looks like it would hold a thing of honey.
It looks like something else. There should be like a beta fish in there, I think.
Or a beta fish, yeah.
That's what I was going to go with.
Okay.
All right, and the next one that we're going to go with is the Glencairn Canadian Whiskey Glass. That is the big bad boy next to you, sir.
This one?
Yeah, so it looks similar. It's made by the same company, Glencairn, so it's basically tulip-shaped. So a lot of the whiskey glasses that you'll try or drink from will be tulip-shaped, which kind of direct all the aroma up to your nose.
This makes it so you don't burn your nose.
But it's also made specifically, this one was made specifically for Canadian whiskeys.
Okay.
For sipping and nosing them
it's got a big
design for Canadian whiskey, but works great with any malt whiskey. The wide bowl allows for the fullest of appreciation of color, and the solid base is designed to be easy on the hand. I guess glasses are tough in Canada. I don't know.
I don't know either.
But those are the next. Moving along. Now the next one is a very delicate looking glass. This is the Copita glass.
This one has tickled my fancy already because it's got a little topper.
It's got a gingerbread topper, and the reason for that is to maintain and to keep all the aromas and everything trapped inside there. So when you're ready to sniff it, you open it up.
Open and sniff?
Yeah, well, you can take it off and then sniff, but after you're done, you're supposed to put that little cup back on there. Because what this is really done for is like master blenders and whatnot.
Yeah.
When they're tasting all the different stuff that they're doing, they put that back on and they keep going back to it, back and forth.
So if I'm at the bar, I'm never going to have one of these.
Probably not. You're never going to see one out. This is like I originally
Would
thought it was
I
like
be a jerk for asking?
It was more like a brandy glass, but again, it's like that tulip shape to it. So you just take the top off, and you grab it by the base there. And the guy that I originally saw this with his name is Richard Patterson. He's like White and Whitney from Scotland, I believe it is. He's the master distiller for the company, and he works for like the Dalmore line of scotches and whatnot. And he'll take like $1,000 bottle of scotch, pour some in there, swirl it around, and then he just throws it on the floor. Yeah. And then he says, because that way you cleanse out any kind of. He is bananas. But he's also filthy rich, I'm sure, so he can afford to do stuff like that. The rest of us can't.
That's abuse. That's terrible.
And the other glass that I have here is a Highland tasting glass. That is this little guy right there.
Okay.
Basically the same thing, tulip kind of shape there. It's got the wide bowl, small neck at the top. So you're getting basically the same thing that you're getting out of like the classic Glencairn.
Mm-hmm. So. When did this one come out?
That one I don't have. It doesn't really have the notes on that. It just tells that the Highland whiskey glass is a bulbous-shaped glass on the short stem, specifically intended for nosing. The size is also just right for focusing everything the whiskey has to offer on the palate. So I don't know how that's going to change the palate for me. I mean, I'm still just drinking it, so it's going to hit my palate no matter what glass it's in.
Yep.
You know, and going through it, I have, I think I got one more glass I got to go through yet here. 2. No, okay. The other one is, this is
3.
the Kentucky Bourbon Trail.
Okay.
Specific glass that they made for the Kentucky Bourbon Trail in Kentucky. It's a classic bourbon nosing glass that they made there. So, again, it's kind of the tulip shape. It's got that wider bottom to it with it kind of channels it up to your nose. And this one right here, I can't remember what the name of it. It was like a vanillum. It's not really. It's a wine almost, I think it was. But a lot of people do it for whiskey tasting. But if you notice, it's kind of straight sided. It kind of just shoots
looks
it
like
up.
a wine glass.
Yes. And
you know what? It actually looks like a flower. Like it would have a stem.
Well, there are some that do come with stems. This one doesn't have the stem. There are some that do have stems on them. And the last one, obviously, is the classic rocks glass that you'll get pretty much almost anywhere you go out there in the...
Which is funny, because after trying all these, this isn't even like...
No.
What's the word?
Yeah. So, I mean...
you're not getting anything.
No, I mean, out of all of them, I'm going to go with this is the last one. Then I'd go the top 3 of these to the Glencairn.
Yeah.
And this is, you know, like these are probably the top 2. This one and that, for me anyway. That would be the top 2 out of those.
I couldn't agree with you more. The only thing I would say is if I was at a bar, I would like this glass.
You would like to see that.
Because it's a nice hold in your hand.
Yes.
But again, you're still getting the same narrowness as that one.
Yep.
Whereas even if you look at the tips are very like similar.
Yeah, it's very similar size and
very
dimensions
small.
to it. Yeah.
So again, I would prefer this, but I understand why those 2 are obviously better.
Yep. I would say that too. And
to me, that it looks without that topper. This looks like a port wine.
It is. It's like a sherry glass almost.
Sherry
I think
glass,
it's like that's what they call it. It's for sherry brandies, I believe. That's what it was originally intended for.
Yeah.
But so anyway, I mean, the classic ones that you'll probably see in 90% of the bars, or it'll be this.
Yeah.
And then if maybe the few ones that actually kind of cater to the whiskeys and whatnot, you'll get the Glencairn.
So my bar actually does ones kind of in the middle of that one and that one where it's more of it's like a snifter glass.
Snifter glass. Yeah, that's
so
the
same sort of
one.
idea where you have the little bit of a stem, but you have more of this base, but it comes up narrow quick. It is like it's only like that big. It's a very small one.
But that's just showing you a little bit of the different glasses you may see out there in the world. And the thing, honestly, the thing is, it doesn't matter if you're not into it for the nosings and whatnot. Whatever you want to drink your whiskey out of, that's perfectly fine because it's all going to taste the same in the end.
Yes, it is.
So if you're drinking whiskey, just enjoy the whiskey for what it is. However you like to drink it, that's how we like it.
Of course.
But I think we're going to be set with this little nip of knowledge today, everybody. So I'm just going to give you a little. You can grab your glass, sir, and we'll take them out the way we always do. Ooh, look at you. He went fancy also. I like it. Here's hoping you find a little bit of luxury.
And otherwise, ordinary life.
Thanks, everybody.
Take care.
If you are ready and able to whiskey, be sure to drop a comment below. Hit those like and subscribe buttons and press notifications. Also follow Keeping It Neat on Instagram. Thanks for watching, kinfolk.